Hi guys, I'm Penny, a medicine woman and vitalist herbalist specializing in ancient remedies for modern illness. If you'd like to learn more, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always here to help. Welcome to The Real Deal. Real people, real issues, real talk. And today we're talking cannabis and hemp with Brian Fogg, who is well versed on the art and alchemy of the cannabis plant. Brian is a retired veteran, and he's been doing dialysis for 23 years now. Most dialysis patients are given about 5 years, so thank goodness for cannabis, and thank goodness Brian has taken control into his own hands. And he is looking for a kidney donor, A positive blood type, so feel free to reach out to him if you're able to help. Today is Brian's 58th birthday. And, let me see. He actually is on a different time zone than me and didn't realize it, so that was the problem. But we are starting over. I'm excited about today. Brian's excited to share his birthday with us. So jump on. Let us know where you're calling from. Say happy birthday to Brian. We will be getting him on. Hi, Neil. Sorry about that. So we are digging into the cannabis plant today, guys. There's so much misunderstanding and misconceptions about cannabis. Hemp, marijuana, ganja, bud, multa, whatever you want to call it. Cannabis is cannabis is cannabis. And we're going to break it down for you guys today. Let me see here. I'm waiting for him, and we're going to break it down. Oops. Let's see. For some reason, my connection's going out on me now. Hi, Raul. How you doing? We're waiting for Brian to jump on. He's on a different time zone and didn't realize, so at least he didn't smoke that doobie and pass out on us. Hopefully he jumps right on here. I know there's a little bit of a lag time, but I know he's coming anyways, so thanks for sticking with us through these growing pains, guys. I'm gonna probably leave that list video up anyways because it was pretty packed with a little bit of information, so I'm going to leave both videos up. That way that information stays out there too. But, we had a great month last month. We're going into a new month. We've got a lot of things we've got some surprises to share with you all. We're going to give you a sneak peek towards the end of the week. Hi, Paul. And Monday we're going to make an announcement. And, we're building culture, we're building community, and we're going to have fun this summer. We've all been locked up for a while, and it's time to get together and have some fun and do some events. Hi, Becky. We're going to do some foraging things. We're going to do growing workshops. We're going to do medicine making and all kinds of things. So, if there's things that you're interested in or want to learn more about, let me know. Feel free to give me some ideas. How you doing? Let me see. I'm trying to see if he's popping in. Hi, Trish. How you doing? Long time no see. Today's Brian's 58th birthday, and we're celebrating it with him, so feel free to say happy birthday, you guys, and hopefully we can get him on here a little easier this time. But we have a lot planned for this summer, a lot of events, a lot of workshops, lots of good things, lots of community building, and I hope to see you all there. let's see, and like we did talk a lot. I did want to say like April was Cannabis Awareness Month, so I tried to concentrate on cannabis more, but we have all kinds of topics that we're talking about on the show. It all started with a post that I put up that said, "What can you talk about passionately for 30 minutes?" So, anyone that comes onto the show has a passion, and if you have a passion, let me know. Come on to the show. Let everybody know. Share your story. Everybody has something different to bring to the table, and it's nice to know that there's other people going through the same things you are too, and have that sense of support system and a community. Because we don't have that, and we really do need it. Let's see. Boy, guys, let me see if I can add him this way real quick. I'll be happy once we figure out how to use this thing one day. Okay, Brian, I invited you. So look for something. Let me see. Look for something in your notifications, and if not, I think that might be you. There he is, the birthday boy. Okay, you're coming. We finally got him. Hi, Brian.
Hey, hear me?
Happy birthday. Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. Woke up on this side of the dirt today. Knock on wood. It's another year.
Another year around
And
the
as a
sun,
dialysis
right?
patient. Well, I mean, as a dialysis patient, you have to celebrate every birthday because you never know.
Yeah.
You never know how long you have. But then, like my first nephrologist told me, he says you can leave here and get hit by a bus. So that's like, well, now that you put it that
Right.
way, I guess that. Oh
None
man.
of us know. So, we just count our blessings every day, and be grateful.
Well, I mean, I was born. I was born at the right time because prior to 1960, there was no dialysis. Your doctor would write you a script for morphine and say, "Get your affairs in order." So
Yeah.
there is that. For all the people that don't like dialysis, I'm appreciative that it is there.
So,
I mean,
why don't you
without
tell
that,
us
I
a
would have
little bit
never seen
about
any of
yourself?
my.
Why don't you tell us
Do
a
what
little bit
now?
about yourself, Brian? How you got into the cannabis and everything end of it with.
Well, my dad died on 420, and I couldn't save him with a couple joints. I didn't know at that point, and this was in 2002. He died of small cell lung cancer, and I thought, well, man, if I could take his cigarettes and stuff it with weed, oh my God, it smelled like skunk when he lit it up. I thought he was going to know, but he smoked the whole thing. And I said, Dad, are you hungry? He said, yes. And I said, you want some tomato soup and a grilled cheese sandwich? And he ate it all. And then he died the next day. So, I mean, at least he got a good meal. And I really put myself into studying it. And when I had a transplant for a little while, and the nephrologist said that it was shutting down, and I said, so I can quit taking all these nasty pharmaceuticals then, right, and the steroids. He said, well, I wouldn't suggest it. And I said, well, I'm going to go naturopath. I said, because Ralph Minkham in Israel did studies on rats, and they were able to get the rats a transplant and not use pharmaceuticals. They were only using THC as the immunosuppressant. And it said no human trials available. So me being me, I said, well, I'm going to volunteer. So I started using THC, and for 5 years, that kidney still hung on. And doctors were really surprised. They took all kinds of notes.
That's crazy.
So,
And so,
because of my dad dying at 420, I learned how to make RSO. That was one of the first things I learned how to do. I mean, besides growing, obviously.
right. So,
And then I found out,
uh,
if I could save one little kid's dad from dying, then it's all worth it. The threat of jail and everything at the time I was doing it before medical cards. I mean, I guess we started the whole medical movement in California, and then I moved to Washington, started it out there, and then I moved to Oklahoma, started it out here. And I keep telling people don't vote recreational because the mom and pops that really know what they're doing and can explain the medicine to you are all being shut down.
right.
It's all corporate cannabis, and we don't know
It's
what
sad.
if they're pesticide free or organic or.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't trust anything the government has their hands in. So, look what they did to the tobacco plant. So,
And well, we
that's
know that the hemp the hemp plant, which is still cannabis, the growers that are growing in ground, they're doing nothing but sucking up heavy metals and selling it to the dispensaries. So you got to know your grower.
yeah. So, like I
Right.
said earlier, can you I'd like for you to just kind of clear the air on like cannabis and like because there's so much misconception, you know.
Well,
Like people don't
you have
realize
cannabis, you
all
have hemp.
cannabis.
Yeah, well, that was the government that changed the name to cannabis. We, as medical community, we've always called it cannabis, but that's another thing. And so the whole fact that they're changing the name to make it sound less dangerous because marijuana was deemed a bad thing. But hemp, Redularis, and indica, sativa, I mean, it's all cannabis. And for those people that are recreational users, you're still medical users.
Right. All cannabis use is medicinal regardless of the intent, right?
All medicinal.
All
Yeah,
medicinal because of our endocannabinoid system.
that's correct. And Ralph Menachem from Israel, he just recently passed away this year. I was sad
Yeah.
to see that. I said that was my hero.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from being on his blog. So yeah,
He's
I
definitely
mean,
a pioneer
he
in
just
the cannabis industry, and it's sad that 30 years after he discovered the endocannabinoid system, 30 plus years now, we still aren't
yeah,
acknowledging
and
it in the health.
he isolated the he also he also isolated the THC strain, realizing that was what was getting it high. He said this is the
Right,
psychoactive ingredient.
right,
And so, I mean, he was able to get patients in nursing homes to get weed for free. I mean, supplied by their government.
right.
So I don't know what United States and the rest was waiting on. I mean, the government lied to us for 80 years. Prior to 1930, the farmers used to feed all their animals feral hemp. So in our diets, we were a little bit of CBD or probably more CBD and less THC, but it was feeding our endocannabinoid system. You didn't hear about cancer. But once they stopped feeding the animals, they had cancer, and the cancer passed on to the humans. So, yeah, the government lied to us for 80 years over a plant. I don't know what else they've lied to us about.
I mean, and that's when we worked in harmony with the animals, and we weren't eating angry meat, and we weren't factory farming our animals and treating them with cruelty. Like we aren't flowing with the flow of nature. Like we've broken away from that, and the cannabis plant is
Yes.
a part of it too. But it's sad. It's sad. So do
Yeah.
you got your birthday doobie ready to go?
My what?
Your birthday doobie.
No, because we were on different times, so I hadn't even rolled up yet, but I'm about ready to. I took a
Oh,
dab before we got
okay.
online, though. I'm feeling pretty
Okay. Well, you roll that
good.
baby up. You know. Yeah, usually I do say like the time frame, and for some reason with you, that one didn't connect with me. So good thing I
Yeah,
got a hold of
I
you
missed
finally.
I missed that. Yeah, I definitely missed. Let's see if I can just set this here. If it'll, well, I don't know if that's gonna fall over.
So what are
Maybe.
how are you ingesting your cannabis? Like so everyone knows, like to help yourself.
Well, like I said, when I went to see the transplant surgeon and asked him if I can do edibles and still get a transplant, he said, "Yep, you're still at the top of the list." And when I was leaving the office, he asked, "Where can I get those edibles at?" I said, "You have my number," but he never called.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
So are you doing any
But I
straight
got this.
oil or are you just doing edibles?
I got this
Oil and
pie for it. I'm gonna be here in a minute. So
what kind is that?
nice and frosty. Picture might not come through so good, but it's really, really frosty. And yeah, pie 14. Yeah, it takes you right where you want to be, right to the top of the building.
Well, we'll enjoy that one with you from afar. We'll
Yeah,
get everybody in
yeah,
the
we'll have.
real Dealville to join us and put some up in the air for you.
Yeah, I'll just have to get your address. I'll send you a care package.
So, what about, like a lot of people have questions on breeding and stuff like that. You want to talk about any of that kind of stuff too?
About the breeding?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, breeding is great. I mean, if you wanna have just regular seeds, male and female seeds, you just take a male plant with a female plant, put them together, and you're gonna create regular seeds. Now, if you want to create female seeds, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. You can do it with colloidal silver. You can do it with light fluctuation or rotalization. And rotalization is when you take the female plant and let it grow and don't cut it down. And so it's ready to die. So what it does is it produces the same female sacs, and then you just put it in a room with other females, and so they're being pollinated with female pollen, so you get nothing but stable feminized seeds. You
I,
know,
I
I mean, because
saw
by
the
not
picture
having the
you
male plant,
posted the other day of that one that you have going. It's really pretty.
yeah, yeah, well, without the male plants, it also keeps your plant count down, so that's a good thing. And pollen you can't save in the refrigerator for 2 years, so put your glass plate under your plant and uh, or whatever you have, and then you can scrape it up, put it in some, watertight container, put it in the fridge, and still have viable pollen to do the next season.
So what kind of, you got any like growing tips for people just starting to learn about growing? That they don't really know much, but they want to grow. Got any tips for people just getting into growing?
Well, I know a lot of people when they start out and they take seeds and they put them in a napkin, and I don't like doing it that way. I use solo cups, and then I take a sandwich bag and put it over the top of it to create humidity. I put it on a heat mat, and I have 100% success doing it that way. And in fact, you can put 20 seeds in one solo cup, and then
Right.
as soon as they pop up, you just cup and roll it like that, and dump it out, and then put them all separate cups, and yeah, saves on soil and time.
I don't know, it's kind of cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Good old technology.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Yeah, I got some lemon kush that I'm breeding feminine seeds of right now, so I'm anxious for those to develop. It's close. Within
I saw
30
those.
days, I'll have those girls. Can't wait to get them
Yeah,
in the soil.
pretty too. I know you're pretty busy. You were making candies yesterday, and you do chocolates and different candies, and
Yeah, I can pretty much infuse anything. I mean, from maple syrup to spaghetti sauce to hot sauce I call pot sauce, hard candies, gummies, chocolates. Oh, I make cotton candy. Oh, that is delicious. And I can make it
love
in
it.
any flavor too. Yeah, and it's fast acting because it goes through the saliva glands and not through the liver. And like within 5 minutes, you feel it. No 2 hour wait.
Interesting. So you got one of those
And
cotton candy makers, and you have the stuff in your hair, and
oh, that would be crazy, right? Yeah,
I
but I
made
mean,
cotton candy
the more
before.
the more candy you put in it, and the bigger the candy gets. So I mean, I've made it up to 800 milligrams before.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
a lot of cotton candy. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I've done some gummy bears that were 3,000 milligrams. They went to an auction.
Wow.
The
That's
mold
some
was
good
bigger
gum.
than my head. It was crazy and big. Yeah. Yeah, but I've got lots of patients that try to get a mail order. All they got to do is hit me up.
So what like you want to talk about the THC and the CBD and the different cannabinoids and what you're doing with those?
Well, like THC, we all know is the psychoactive. CBN is for inflammation. Um, the CBN helps you sleep, and CBG helps with nausea and cancer. So I've tried to isolate that through a rotovap after I extract the oils, and at certain temperatures, everything becomes this or this or this. So you got to be really on point watching the temperature and how long you boil it.
So you're
Then you
but like you
to
said,
test it.
people don't like the high THC.
Right,
Some people
right.
can't handle the high THC content, now.
No, they can't. I'm like I can take this 30. I can dab 5 grams of 99% THC and be like, I feel good. Some people
I'm
take a
not
couple
a
of
dabber.
hits
That
and they're
stuff.
like, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a dabber. Like I'll put all that stuff into my doobie, but like I like, to smoke a doobie. That's my way.
Right.
That's my way of choice.
Let's see. How many people do we have online? Do we even have anybody online? I can't see comments and stuff.
Oh,
Or maybe I'm just old and blind.
one person on here. I know we have a few people on. What does that say? What's good for severe stenosis? I don't know where that came from. Let me see. For some reason that's ringing. Um, THC is the main, the main cannabinoid that you want medicinally. You also need
So you
CBDA
want to
and
have at least
nutrients.
trace amounts in, or
Huh?
I said well, with the THC, and if you have cancer, you want high doses of it, like RSO.
Yes,
More THC,
the
the
more,
better. And then CBD helps the inflammation. And what does inflammation do? It causes pain. So you got to have both.
yeah, you gotta have both.
Otherwise, you're not going to feel.
And it's
And
the
if it's got a lot
nutrient
of
side of it. It's the nutrient side of it more, the amino acid. Most disease is amino acid deficiency and at a cellular
right,
level. So, like, it's we are definitely symbiotic with the plant. There's no doubt about that, and we have been. I mean, really, only 100 years we're talking of this crap being going on. Not um. So. I mean, boy, they have like hurt a lot of people in the last 100 years medically. Um, it's just unbelievable the suffering that they've caused by this fake war on drugs. Um,
well, some simple RSO, if that's all they needed.
yeah,
I mean, I'm sure some cancers are unbeatable, but I watched under a microscope at the lab where they put THC cells and then they injected. Uh, well, they had a cancer petri dish and they injected the THC into it, and under a microscope you could watch the THC killing the cancer, but not the normal cells. That
yeah,
was enough for me. I was like, holy crap!
I've seen that too. I've seen it doing that, and then it actually, after it kills all of the dead cells, then it will repair, and then it will actually create new good cells too. So it actually makes new
Right.
DNA. So I mean, it's a pretty powerful plant. Uh, it's really crazy that we're still sitting here, you know,
And we're just
fighting this.
in baby steps with the plant.
Yeah,
There's no limits to what this can do.
yeah. And there's lots of other plants that work really great in conjunction with it too. So, like all of the plant life, I mean, mushrooms, plants, all of it, they all got their benefits. I mean, there's some things that don't, obviously, but I'd say 90% of them
And
do.
well, a lot of people that want marijuana for sleep, there's also something else they can use as lemongrass. It's really high in myrcene.
Yeah,
You can extract it the same way you
nice.
extract the cannabis.
Yeah, I
And you
like.
just make it into a tincture.
I've never used lemongrass for sleep though. Do you make it into a tincture?
Yeah, you just the same way you extract the oil with the VHO, you can do the same thing with the lemongrass.
Right.
And the thing about lemongrass, you can grow that right on your kitchen counter.
Yeah. I like to just put it in my,
And it's
like I
got a
said,
lot.
stuff. I like lemongrass. I have a big pot of it usually growing out there all summer. So I've never specifically used it for sleep though.
Yeah, it works. It works great, like I said, for sleep because of the high myrcene in it. And
Okay.
that's like what granddaddy people and those kind of strains that are high in. That's why you feel really dopey and sleepy. You're like, oh man.
Yeah.
It's psychoactive to it, but it helps you sleep. I mean, better than melatonin, that's for sure.
I mean, I've used like valerian root and some other ones, but I've never used the lemongrass for that. So I'll have to try it out for that.
Yeah, people need to Google lemongrass and myrcene. You'll see what I'm talking about. What is myrcene good? It's good for sleep. So is CBN though. Cannabis CBN, it's really good for sleep. The CBG is good for the nausea. So there's benefits in all of it, the whole plant. So if you get some with as high all of that, well, then you're gonna be doing really good. You're not gonna feel all that pain and inflammation, and I mean, it just makes you feel better.
Right.
You can kind of see somebody writing something. I can't really read it though.
I
I need
see.
to get I need to get
Oh,
reader
it's
glasses.
my 420 now. See, like I'm not seeing. I can barely catch them. But okay, so where are you at on your doobie? You still grinding up?
Yeah. Well, I roll them kind of big. I usually roll about a 5 gram joint. So.
Oh well, I'm not rolling. I don't have a 5 gram one, but probably a 1 gram one. But I don't commonly smoke when I'm doing live, but I will since it's your birthday.
Well, I figure it's my birthday, and I want to feel it. So, all right, I think we're all grinded up.
Oh boy.
We got some heat to put on it. Oh, mm,
See, I'm trying to read some
raw.
of these messages, guys, but I'm not good at this. Gonna have to you, keep throwing the messages down there. If I don't see them, we'll definitely get back to you, and I'll go through and read them after.
All right.
And yeah, if you can go through and read them, Brian, because I'm sure it's Brian's 58th birthday today, guys. So jump on with us, say happy birthday. We're about to smoke one with Brian and put some up in the air to another year
That's
around the
right.
sun.
Like I say, roll a J, celebrate.
Yeah.
And as patients, it's always 420. My clock don't ever
Right.
stop. It's stuck at 420. Stuck at
420.
420, and I'm not gonna.
No, I can't really.
Oh my goodness.
I I see that, Paul. I saw that you sent me a message. I can't, guys, I'm so technology illiterate. Like, be happy that I can even do these lives. I can barely do that, but I will get into my messages after we go live, and I'll return any messages that you're sending to me. So, um, I will get back to you. So what else, Paul? What else cannabis do you or what else, Brian? What else do you want to talk about cannabis? Like things that you've gone through in this industry and stigmas and everything with the medical industry and
Well, just getting my doctors on board with it. They say, "Oh, we don't want you to smoke it all the time. We don't want you vaping it. We just want you to have edibles." So I started making edibles. And then once I put the edibles on Facebook, everybody's like, "How do I get those edibles?" I'm like, "Well, they're like $100 for a pound. So you're not going to find that in the dispensary."
right.
Uh, and yeah, so I have had all kinds of people hit me up for gummies and hard candies and chocolates. And then I do special like Easter basket with the eggs in it. You never know what you're going to find in the egg. It might be a bud. It might be concentrated. You know, might be mushies all ground up in
Oh,
capsules.
I'm gonna have to remember that coming Easter next year. I, I want a special Easter
Yeah,
egg.
yeah. And I do the Valentine's boxes too. Medicate all the chocolate that's in it.
Oh, that sounds
So
like a nice
yeah, that's
gift.
pretty yummy. Come on, hurry up. Let me get this done. I think that dab got me earlier.
Yeah, sorry I had to, get you out of the garden. Were you out in the garden?
I just didn't realize the time changed, so it's all good. Should have rolled up earlier and had it ready. Uh, Yay, come on.
You guys are watching, jump on, say happy birthday to Brian. We're about to light up for his birthday doobie. Sing happy birthday.
Yeah, my friend Katie took me to IHOP yesterday, and she secretly told them to come sing happy birthday to me, and they did. I was like, holy God. And, and then they gave me a big old bowl of ice cream. I'm like, oh, I guess you can get something free in the world now. Wasn't expecting that. The breakfast
Yeah.
is really good.
Yeah, I like IHOP. Haven't been to that in a long time.
I've never had a bad meal there, so I was all down for it. Yeah, I got
You
this
got a nice,
pie 14 that I'm rolling. I think you saw the pie 14.
yeah.
Did you? Yeah, it was whew, I like it. I think I'm gonna
It
keep
looks
growing. I got clones of it right now going. And then got some rainbow kush growing and some rainbow chip growing, so I'll have another good harvest after the lemon kush. And then I'm a breeder, so I'm like, oh, that would taste good together. So let's see what happens. And then I pheno
yeah,
hunt. It takes 100 to find the right one.
right. Hi, Mark.
One that can
How's it
survive the
going?
heat, one that can,
Thanks for
or for
joining
those
us.
people that overwater plants.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I don't
Brian's rolling
like
up his
growing on the
long
ground
leg.
because what's that?
I said Brian's rolling up his hog leg over there.
Got the fogger,
Got the fogger going.
and now I gotta grab some oil real quick. Right back.
So jump on, say happy birthday. We are spending Brian's 58th birthday with him today. He's got a nice filet marinating. He's got a medicated meal to spoil himself with all night. What are you making, Brian?
Oh, some filet mignon. It's been marinating with some THC for 24 hours. And then I'm gonna have some cornbread with honey that's medicated. And then I got some macaroni and cheese, and the cheese is medicated.
Oh, I'm so glad you're spoiling yourself because that sounds amazing.
I have to because I never know when I'm gonna have another birthday. So
Well, you're definitely defying all the odds right now. So keep doing
most
what you're doing.
definitely. Oh, it needs to get
Are you
hotter.
saying happy birthday? Are you saying happy birthday?
Happy
Yeah,
birthday! Yay!
birthday. No dude's coming. So at least you got a little break from dialysis today, anyways, right?
Yeah, no dialysis on my birthday.
Are you ready? Oh boy,
Keep on
so
the end of that.
it looks like you're ready to
There
rock
we
and
go.
roll. Oh,
Yeah,
that looks like a good birthday, doobie. Looks
yeah, I call that
yummy.
waxed.
Oh boy, mine's not even comparable to that, but So happy
And
birthday
that is,
to you. I know I saw that. You got the little honeycomb going on there. Like that's a big doobie.
yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
I got the
dear Brian. Happy birthday to you.
yay.
Yeah, we're putting it up in
If
the
you
air for
don't put
Brian. Join us. Join us. Happy birthday. I'm smoking out some cherry pie, which is really tasty.
I'm smoking up pie number 14.
Yeah, so I have like, a little transcendent of yours.
I like that purple weed,
You know that one in the intro that I did, that one dark strain that you got, that black strain? What
Yeah,
was that? I used to grow the
yeah.
black back in the day, but it looked really close to that.
It was my fade to black. It was purple Pleiades, and it was crossed with hemp.
Okay. It's
Started
beautiful.
out a little bit purple, more purple, and the next day I came out, it was like black, and the bud was black, the leaves were black. It was
Have you
pretty
ever grown the
insane.
black? I've grown it black back in the day, and I mean, it looked just
Yeah,
like that.
back then, too. And then the pink triple X that I created, I got 15 grand for one clone from the commercial grower when they had the open opportunity to they get some like after 2 years they can bring in new seed or new clones.
Yeah.
So that felt pretty good. Yeah, it got advertised in High Times and High Society and definitely pink.
So what's probably your favorite strain you've ever grown?
Granddaughter purple. It's a shoot off
Really?
granddaddy purple. Yeah. Only has a
I
little bit
like
more morphine.
Granddaddy Purp.
Man, I like cheese strains too, just because it's different. I
I
don't
like
really like the spicy,
I like the cheese
and I don't like
strains. My
canna butter. I don't like canna butter, so I make all my edibles in sauces and well, everything I do, anything that I infuse, it's all concentrate that I make. That way,
I know
it
what you're
tastes good. You
saying.
don't taste
I
the
don't
weed.
really I don't like the taste of the cannabis butter myself either. I think it's from making it for so many years, but I don't mind it with the concentrate because it's just not as pungent of a flavor.
Yeah, and if I had to take RSO, I'd have to take it in the capsules. It has the green taste, and I don't like that, but I would take it.
Yeah. Yeah, Granddaddy Perps is one of my favorites, and I actually have I got a clipping at the end of the year last year from one of my buddies of the original Northern Lights, and somehow it eked through the summer or the winter. So that I've been wanting to get that for a long time, and that like he's had that original strain for a long time, and that's one of my all-time favorite, that original Northern Lights, because it's so high indica.
Yeah, that was my last harvest with Northern Lights #1.
Yeah, yeah. I can't even believe this. He gave me a clipping, and it was fall, and you know it's just cold up here. I don't know how I even kept it alive because I just kept it under a light, and barely kept it alive. Um, with barely,
I had met
pulled up.
Ken Estes. Met Ken Estes. He's in California at the High Times Cup, and he gave me a pack of those seeds of Granddaddy Purple, and that was like probably been like second grow. This is real weed. Like, holy crap, these are good seeds. So genetics make a big difference, and the heat of your room and all that stuff to grow.
Yeah.
Like I like having a mini split in my room, lots of fans. These mini split will control just it'll be Mother Nature every day the same in that room.
Yeah.
Won't get hot, won't get cold. And the
With the
fan and the
what?
fans, the extra fans in there, it helps build the strength of the plant.
Hi, Rob. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining us. Today's Brian's 58th birthday, so say happy birthday, guys. Everybody in Real Dealville, light one up and put some smoke in the air for Brian.
Yeah, see, this is a razor blade.
I know this is my. Yeah, I see. That's awesome. Well, and so you're making you have some steak marinating, and you got a cake, right?
Yeah, I mean, on honey cornbread, it's mac and cheese, and then I got carrot cake for dessert, and then caramel swirl ice cream go with the cake.
God, I
Yeah,
wish I was there to actually eat the cake with you, you know?
this
But that's okay.
cake's gonna be
We need to fix the
because you can
technology,
easily infuse frosting.
huh?
Easy to infuse frosting. Probably one of the easiest things I did infuse. You just have to use CRC color remediation to get it as clear as you can. And so that way it doesn't change the color of the white whipped cream to like a yellow tint.
Right,
You can turn them into diamonds where they look no color at all.
right, right. You can still make it look pretty and not all marijuana out.
Yeah. Yeah, I just put 2 happy carrots on there. Your eyes are a little bit red. Uh,
Did you make
yeah,
the cake?
I like. Yeah, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay.
Making cakes and pies and just all kinds of different stuff.
I know
People say, "How do
I was on
you know
your
how to make this?" I asked people. I said when they asked how I do it, I said, "Don't you know how to use Google? It teaches you how to cook everything."
yeah. A lot of people don't cook anymore, it's too much work. But I'm a foodie. I like good food. I like to eat good food, you know.
Yeah, but it costs a lot of money to go out to eat, and it costs a lot of money to buy groceries. So I like got my own garden growing, and should have extra vegetables for a few of my friends too, because it's a pretty big garden.
That's a good thing about gardening. You always, and you can trade with people and swap and barter and
Right.
I mean,
That's what the farmer's market is all about.
yeah.
That's what we did at the Tacoma Farmers Market. Just have 40 tables in there. We rent them out for $300 for the weekend. And the money added up really quick. I'm like, we need to put this in the bank. And we're like, oh, we can't put it in the bank.
I mean,
But yeah, and the
I
police
mean,
had tried to shut us down.
farmers markets are the greatest things, you know. But
Yeah, the police tried to shut us down, and I'm like, we're not selling it. It's donation only, and everybody here has a medical card, so bye bye. They turned around and
yeah,
left. Didn't bother us until it went recreational, and then they shut it down. That was it. They're like, no, you guys can't run no more. We got recreational.
Jinx Kitty's coming back for more. So, well, okay, I'll give you a call. If you, is there anything else you want to talk about, or?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Maybe people will have questions, so you're welcome to ask a friend request me, and I can answer the questions. So yeah, Facebook message me.
Yeah, if you have any questions for Brian, or you're interested in any of his goodies that he makes, or learning more about anything that he's doing with cannabis, reach out to him and, um, you know, chime in. Thanks for joining us here today.
Here you go. Here's 2 pounds of fresh gummies. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, I do. I know because I've been seeing all the stuff you've been working on and drooling like yummy.
Yeah. And then here we go. We got little suckers. Like here's one. It's a rose.
Oh,
And
that's
I got ones that are heart. And then I got the basic round ones. So
that looks good. And what did you do caramels too?
I have let me see, I think I have caramels in here.
I thought you were doing
Let's
caramels,
see it.
yes. Or I thought I saw you post some caramels
Oh
the other day.
yeah, I did. But I also do these hard caramels. They come two in a pack. Those are the same ones that I can use for cotton candy. So, if I make cotton candy out of caramel and I get my coffee hot enough and hold the cotton candy, it drips into there. And then all you have to do is add a little vanilla, and then now you got a medicated caramel macchiato.
That sounds good. We'll have to talk. I definitely am gonna need a care package. Oh no, I made cotton candy one time at my son's field day years ago, and it was this big area, and I was covered in cotton candy by the end of the day. It was a mess.
Oh man.
So that was my experience with cotton candy, But
I just got to figure out how
good.
I got to figure out how to melt the cotton candy. I'm thinking maybe if I get dry ice, because usually it wants to just shrivel up in the bag when I mail it. So
Yeah, I mean, how are you
usually
make
for me,
how
when
are
I
you
make it from,
so you
I make it for myself, and then and I put it on Facebook, and the people, oh, I want to try it. And I said, I don't know if
yeah,
it'll mail. I said, I'll just send you one free, and if it makes it, it does. If she said it was still good, it just shriveled up. So I'm thinking I got to find a way to send it cold or something. I have to
right.
make some and put it in the fridge and see. Yeah.
I can see it. I can
If
see
that,
it doing that, though. Well, you might have to just be local to get cotton candy.
yeah, gotta
But
come
yeah, I'll
visit.
definitely.
Yeah. And you know the nice thing about the way I roll my joint, Penny?
What?
That's it, where it stands up by itself, got a kickstand.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, that's pretty cool. I like that, and I like that it's a honeycomb because that's a
Yeah.
sacred symbol. My kitty is just all over me today, so
Woo,
okay,
man. That's
well
pretty
we are
good
gonna.
weed. Set that down for me.
Well, we are gonna wrap it up, guys, and I will be in touch with you, Brian. You enjoy your whole
Okay, sounds
night, and
good.
yeah, enjoy your meal and your cake, and we're glad we got to spend today with you. And chime in. We'd love to hear from
Absolutely.
you. My kitty is loving this today. Join us here live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 12 p.m. at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And next, we will be talking trauma, grief, self healing, and self care with Deborah Mayberry from Ladybug Landing. So stay tuned. You have a good night, Brian. Give me a
All
call.
right, you too, Penny.
I'll finish your doobie
Well,
with you. Okay. Bye.
okay. All right.